This is John's office. He's our owner. So we're called Starboard because he was a sailor, and starboard is a tack on a sailboat, which indicates you have right of way. So he named it Starboard so that he'd have the sense of right of way when he started the business. And then his dad was the vice president of Chum, so we have a lot of Chum stuff. And this is a signed picture of the Beatles from the Beatles.
Right on.
And this is Kay and I's office.
Oh, here we go.
I'm a cluttered person, so my desk is very cluttery. I just like hoard things. We have this picture of Creed, our office dog, and here you guys can have some stickers that say "Live, laugh, cry your eyes out."
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. This is the 95.5 studio. This tells you what's on the radio right now. This is the Cool 100 studio. This has just like more mic setup. So now we record the Babes of Quinte podcast in here. But radio comes first in this building, so we work around their schedule, and we have like an hour and a half time window that we schedule.
This is where I sat and recorded our commercial.
This is like what keeps us going. This is the server room. We're not really allowed in here.
Today we are in Belleville, and we are at Starboard Communications, and we're meeting today with my good friend Katie Sherratt. She is not only part of Starboard, she is half of the duo for Babes of Quinte. So tell us a bit about what you do here at Starboard.
I do a little bit of everything. My title is the digital media coordinator. So Kay is my boss. She's the digital media manager.
Is she really?
Yeah, she's my boss. I also do like a little bit of sales. I do some maintenance. Yeah.
You do maintenance?
Yeah.
Like you fix things?
Yeah. Well, Jeanette, my partner, helps too, but we fix the ceiling tiles.
Tell us, I'm sure some people know, but how did Babes of Quinte get started?
I was working at a planning company and I hated it. I hated reading bylaw. It was so boring. And I was kind of having like a crisis. I was just spiraling and like, what am I going to do with my life? Because a lot of my close friends are engineers. So it's like they went to school and then they are employed. So that's not really how my life's going. Like I'm like zigzagging everywhere. And so I decided to come back to Starboard full time, which I haven't done yet. I'd been part-time before, so I came back full-time, and I always wanted to start a podcast because we have like equipment to podcast.
And you're fun.
And I think I'm pretty fun. I have trauma, so I'm funny. And I wanted to talk to people about how they got to where they were, because I think, social media and everything, it's a very pretty life people live, and it seems very linear, but they're not really sharing all of it. So I just wanted to be like, did you struggle too to get to where you are? And then Kay at a similar time talked to our bosses, John and Ferg, about a podcast she had an idea for called Babes of Quinte. But it was the same premise of talking to people. So I came back in like May of 2022. And by July, we had our first episode.
Awesome. And it's a great podcast.
Thank you.
You have some wild characters.
Oh, you do. I forgot what episode you are.
I don't know. I'm early. I'm one of the beginners.
You are. I think you're like 14 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say somewhere around 20.
It's good.
And I know I asked you this question yesterday, but if you could be any animal, what would it be?
Lioness.
Lioness?
Yeah, female lion.
Okay. Why?
I believe in, I may have made this up. I may have made this fact up, but I believe in the lion world that the females dominate the situation. Like they just use men to have a baby, and then they're like, okay, bye. And then they raise their babies for a bit. I don't want babies, but I like that premise of the women are in charge.
You're like, thanks, I got what I needed, now I'm out.
Yeah.
I could be down with that. If you could invent a new product that would make your life easier, what would it be?
Like a 24-hour therapist that just sits in my ear. like, is that an option? Just like I have like a Bluetooth in that I can always talk. I think they have like therapists you can text now, but no, I need like a personal one in my ear.
Do you have any unusual skills or talents that would surprise people?
I can like flip a sheep over really fast.
There you go.
Yeah.
What is the single most proudest moment of your career?
My career. One, when we like even reached like 50 downloads, I was like, holy shit. But I think we started and we were like, no one's gonna listen to this. Like what? No
and then
one's
they
gonna.
did.
And then they did. So even when we had like 5 episodes and we had 50 downloads, we were like, holy crap! Like it's better now. But and yeah, I think just like meeting people in public and they say like, I listen to your podcast, or it's still crazy to me because I'm like, oh, you believe in what we're doing. Because Kay and I have definitely both had a lot of self-doubt around it, and we have both thought about stopping it. But
really,
yeah, just because it does take a lot of time, and like we do it, they let us do it like on our like work time, which is really nice, but it does take away from like our work and our real jobs, as we like to call them.
Well, I don't think that you should quit. I think it's great.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody loves it.
And whenever we have doubt, then all of a sudden someone's like, I love the podcast. And we're like, God damn it. Now we have to keep doing it. But I love it and the people we've met.
What's the most valuable lesson you've learned outside of work that has impacted your professional life?
Not to take things personally. I take everything really personally. And I'm like, I don't want people to not like me. But I recognize I'm a lot and I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And a lot of the time it's like, it's just business. The amount of times I say it's just business, baby, on like a daily basis is a lot.
Yeah. Because you kind of feel like it's you when you're putting yourself out there, but it's not.
No.
It's not you.
Yeah. Like you're doing your best. And like I try to be pretty authentic in like when I'm selling and like meeting people, but that's not going to be for everyone. So
what's one thing that you would tell our viewers?
Don't burn yourself out. Like, don't take on more than you can handle, because I constantly do that, and I know I'm going into burnout, but I'm like, it's okay, I'm fine, and then I like crash and burn. So don't do that.